These things set up. Buttons. Chat button. Live panel. All right. All right. So let's notice a couple little weird things that I thought was just like a little bit weird. You know what I'm saying about this Richard Simmons dying yesterday. And Trizzy, your boy Trizzy, aka Donald Trump, so-called assassination attempt, I guess is what we're calling it at this point. Of course, there's a whole bunch of questionable things going on with this Trump situation out in Butler, Pennsylvania. A whole bunch of questionable things from the Secret Service activity down to the alleged gunman. Um, the way I felt like the Secret Service alone was just not professional. A couple of them look like a couple of them look like some young dudes, a little bit probably too young to be doing the job. I mean, I don't know. And then the question, of course, is all this stuff orchestrated? That's the, of course, question that always lingers. You know what I'm saying? Situations like this. But let me just go over here to this part. So Richard Simmons died yesterday, or they at least announced it yesterday. And his birthday was Friday, which would have been the 12th. So here goes a Richard Simmons. I thought this was weird right here. You got Richard Simmons and Trizzy, Donald Trump. So years ago, Trump put out this. He didn't put this out. This is when he was running the first time. It says Donald Trump makes another presidential promise. It says rescue Richard Simmons. This is from way back in March 15th, 2016. So when I was talking about Richard Simmons yesterday, I did a video and I was saying there was something I couldn't remember what it was, but I don't think this was it because this is a long time ago about Richard Simmons. I was talking about something more recent, like with his health or something like that. But anyway, years and years ago, this is something else I totally forgot about. Richard Simmons, there was the belief that Richard Simmons was being held captive by his housekeeper. I totally forgot about this. This was like a long time ago. Like I said, this article's from 2016. So was around that time. So it says Donald Trump has added one more item to his to-do list. Should he be elected president, rescue Richard Simmons. Says during a radio interview Tuesday on the Jonathan Graham Miser show, the billionaire businessman was asked if he would save Richard Simmons, as the fitness guru has been in the news lately for reports surfaced he was being held against his will by his housekeeper. So this is back in like 2016, 2015. Because Trump gave the affirmative to the Simmons order. He said we have to get him out. We have to get him out. Trump said with a chuckle, no question. So this is back in 2016. Says what else does it say? Says no one is holding him. Oh, Simmons, who has retreated from public life in recent years, gave a rare interview this week after a New York Daily News post suggested he was a prisoner in his own home. He says no one is holding me in my house as a hostage. Simmons said on NBC Today show, "I do what I want. I do as I want, always done." So that was just that. The article is not really that important as far as the details. I'm saying this was a long time ago. So then the weird thing was that Richard Simmons was pronounced dead yesterday. And there's a tweet on here that he put out. Let me get into his last tweet, which is the next part of this Richard Simmons tweet. So hold up. So he put this tweet out yesterday before he died. So there's also some discrepancy with this tweet. But the tweet right here that Richard Simmons put out, this is the last tweet he put out. There's other tweets on here, but these are tweets that his family put out. I think his brother or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the last tweet he actually put out is this tweet right here. It says, "Hello, gorgeous. Please don't rain on my parade." So the person in this picture right here is Barbra Streisand. This is from a movie called or what was it? It might have been a Broadway, yeah, a movie. It was a movie I think called Funny Girl, either a movie or a Broadway show. I think it was a movie called Funny Girl. Says, "Hello, gorgeous. Please don't rain on my parade." So this was on the 13th. supposedly the morning. But if you click on this, I seen some other stuff under these comments. This girl right here put Richard posted his last post 5 hours ago at 10 a.m. Central Time. Yet TMZ and the Daily Beast claims he posted his latest post at 10 Los Angeles time. This is not possible. Something weird is going on. So that's what this girl put on here, and that's a whole different thing. That's like a whole different. I read some of them earlier, but I ain't gonna go through all the reactions to that. Some people were saying that you could what do you call auto tweet, like you, or you can like put it in schedules. You can schedule tweets to make them come in later or whatever. So people were saying he think is that. Other people were saying it don't make sense because he couldn't have put the tweet out. This was Then there was a tweet that said somebody put it was 5:30. He put a picture up for proof. I guess it was at 5:30 a 5:30 a.m. So that's a whole different thing. But like I said, the last tweet he put up was this. Kyra knows, shout out to you, salute. Barbara Streisand. And it says, "Hello, gorgeous. Please don't rain on my parade." So I'm like, I had to look this up to figure out who that was. So then I go to Barbara Streisand, and it turned out Barbara Streisand, her last tweet is this is her last tweet. She got one. This is like a pin tweet she had on there since last year. But her last tweet, which was Friday, July 12th, so Republican Representative Grothman thinks our nation's problems since 1960 are due to the social and economic gains of women. This misogyny is all too. Let me make this bigger so I can't really see it too good. All right, this misogyny is all too common in the GOP today, starting with their leader Donald Trump. So Barbara Streisand is a known Trump beefer. You know what I'm saying? She's known to beef with Trump. Said Shannon Daughtry passed away too. Passed away yesterday. I had something about her, but I didn't put it on here. But I did see that Charm 90210. She passed away. I didn't look up enough on it to really include it on this, but I did see that. And also Dr. Ruth, she's like 90 something years old, sex doctor, Dr. Ruth, she passed away yesterday too. But this is Barbara Streisand's last tweet coming at Trump, and I didn't realize how much beef that Barbara Streisand got with Trump. There's a whole bunch of stuff with Barbara Streisand and Trump. She got like a spoof on was it I think Saturday night? No, Jimmy Fallon or Fallon, however you say his name. Like he was acting like he was Trump. She was like singing with him. If you look it up, you'll see that Barbara Streisand has a long beef with Donald Trump. She hates Donald Trump. She don't like Trump with him. So I thought that was weird. And then I looked up and I realized that Trump and Richard Simmons' birthday was July 12th, and Trump's birthday is today. And that's weird. He died yesterday. If this so-called assassination, if that's what it really was, and if it's really what happened, Trump would have died yesterday in between both of their birthdays. I thought that was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Because today is Trump's birthday. They're not really saying it like talking about it like that, but Trump's birthday is today, so he would have died. Then he got the whole Fulio stuff with the whole Young and Ace. He died. The whole thing with the birthdays and all that stuff. But that's a whole separate thing. So all that thing about the Trump and Richard Simmons things. I just thought that was kind of weird. So then I come over to the this is like something totally different now. The witness. I ain't gonna play this whole thing. The play this witness. He's saying from the Trump alleged attempt, whatever you want to call it. This is the witness. Let me play this in case you haven't seen this yet. And it's been out, so people probably saw it, but just in case you haven't seen it, listen to what he says. I ain't gonna play the whole entire thing, but
we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at.
I said he seen. In case y'all can't hear it, hopefully y'all can hear that. He said they seen the guy climb up the roof. He said like a bear style, just like crouched down, climbing up the roof with the rifle. They clearly seen this Joker climbing up on that platform.
At him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And Next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2, 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us.
So he said for 2 or 3 minutes they was standing there pointing at this dude for 2 or 3 minutes and watched him climb up on top of the damn building, on top of the roof. This don't make sense. One time years ago, I think it was the 2020 election, me and my cousin was standing outside. If I was getting something done to my car, like some radio, some system or something, put it in my something to do with my car at this car place. So we standing outside smoking a cigarette or something. And it just so happened that I think it was John Kerry, whoever was running. I think it was the Bush the Bush campaign, but it wasn't Bush. It was whoever he was running against. It was either Al Gore or Kerry, whoever it was. They happened to be going to a diner which was right next to us around this little corner, right up around this little thing. It's in Palmer Township in Easton, Pennsylvania. So the Secret Service walked up to us, made us give them ID, asked us mad questions, hemmed us up, not like hemmed us up physically, but had us pent there, making sure we was not there to do nothing to whoever the president person that was running for president at the time. So I just said that to say that for them to watch this dude go up on this platform and for 2 or 3 minutes and not do nothing, that's weird because they should have been on top of dude. You know what I'm saying? And you got people, this dude here saying they was pointing to him, yelling out, he got a gun. They can clearly see the rifle. That's weird.
From the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just
Sounds
standing
so
there
low.
like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up
you
there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling
Yep.
the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
Binoculars.
So they're looking at him the whole time as they're pointing at this dude, yelling the dude got a gun. They see the gun. He's first said 2 or 3 minutes, and he said he was up there 3 4 minutes. So this whole time they pointing and yelling. Which even if they couldn't see him, because in a minute he's going to say maybe they couldn't see him from their angle, the actual guy himself. But if you yell out the word gun at one of these events around some Secret Service, best believe somebody is getting tackled and jumped on.
Did they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Exactly. This is a roof that's not far away from where they're at. Why is there not even a Secret Service on top of there already? So that don't even sound right. I'm saying if this whole event really actually happened, and this ain't no, even if it really happened, doesn't mean it can't be staged. But you know what I'm saying? It could be different aspects of degrees of staging or whatever like that. But that ain't making sense.
Did you see? I mean, obviously, everyone when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
And look right there. After Trump gets up, look how wide open the front of him is. How come they're not surrounding him to the point where? Because you figure the camera's right there. What if the shot would have came from a cameraman? It would have been a cameraman with a gun or something like that. And right there, clearly you can see a whole open front line, a front facing, you know what I'm saying, image of Trump. They could have shot him again, you know what I'm saying? If a person straight across from, so that's where the way they handle this, the Secret Service. If this is real, there are definitely some amateurs, and they need to be taken out. You know what I'm saying? Like fired. You know what I mean? Like 'cause that don't even make no sense. They was very unprofessional. Then he got up talking about I want to get my shoe. They're supposed to have grabbed him up, took him out of there, or better yet, there's supposed to have been like a path for the either an ambulance to be on site or the vehicle to already be right there waiting to take him out to get him out of there. So that whole thing seemed weird.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, we just be careful because
And
we don't
Secret
quite know
Service
who's
just said
watching.
blew
But
the dude's
you're
head off
pretty
the
sure
shooter. So that's that. So then if you come to the actual video, you can clearly see on this video that when they get this dude in their sights, Secret Service, you can clearly see that they got him in his sights all this time. Because you're going to see the minute the dude first starts shooting, you hear Trump talking, and they're clearly right there with him in his sight the whole time. Why did they allow this boy to let off shots? I'm just playing this. If everybody probably seen this, but in case you haven't seen it, I'm playing it. Why did they allow this boy to let these shots off? Watch how. Why? Look at this. This don't make no sense to me.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
You seen that? He clearly.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
So they watched him for all those seconds, probably minutes, but we see on there definitely for seconds. Watch the boy set up or whatever he was doing, take the shots, and then they shot him allegedly. This don't make no sense to me. I always said before, I was like, when it comes to this stuff, just like let me play it one more time real quick.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Clearly, it's clear to see. They let him take a couple shots. It's clear, like there's no disputing that. They let this boy take shots. You can't dispute that.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that.
Look, they got him in the scopes that whole time before that, and we're just seeing it from this point right here. So in order for them to get, and I think it's two snipers right there, two Secret Service snipers. In order for them to get into that position right there, to take them to be set up like that, for them to already be having scopes on him, they would have had to been here a couple of minutes, probably not maybe not minutes. They're professionals, but at least a couple seconds before we see them right here, they would have had to get in position, get their guns drawn on them. So there's no way the first time they had the shooter in their sight was after the shot, because we clearly see that that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? We clearly see that they already got him in their scope.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Something ain't right to me about this, man. This is not right. Something ain't right to me. Then I played the other video, made it short about it, that showed how said they was grabbing up dude and pulling him out. Then the same article, I went back on there. Then they changed it up. But I got the screenshot of both of them, the screen recording. But at first they said they was taking the shooter out of the stands. They was saying Trump shooter being removed from stands. And dude had a blue, they had a blue rag, a blue thing wrapped around his wrist. You know what I'm saying? So that looked at me like if he had a blue thing wrapped around his wrist. So I try to play. I don't got that set up. I ain't gonna try to find that. It looked like and he didn't look dead. You know what I'm saying? So, but then I went on there today, and they're saying that same video. Now they got it reworded as. Damn, I should have put it on here so I could show it, but I could show it later. I got both of the screenshots. Then they reworded it as this was a victim all of a sudden. So first they said it was a shooter. If you look on my short, it's like my last short and my two shorts ago I put up that video. That's what I'm talking about. At first they had it labeled as that was the gunman. Then they have it labeled today that he was one of the victims that got shot, that pulled out of there. And also a video I put up yesterday, I think it was a short. The other witness, that lady, she said they thought there was two shooters. She said somebody was killed on the water tower, and they believed that there was two shooters. So something about this is definitely not adding up, man. Something is weird about this. But in case you just came in here, let me just recap real quick what I was talking about, what the video is about. This Trump. This is an article from years ago from 2016, where Trump made a statement saying that he's going to rescue. This is if he's elected. This is before the first election. If he's elected, he's going to rescue Richard Simmons, who was at the time people thought that Richard Simmons was being held hostage by his housekeeper. I guess he was MIA for a while before this, but he ended up coming out and making a statement himself right here. He says, no one is holding me hostage at my house. I do what I want to do, stuff like that. So that was back then. I just thought that was weird that he made that statement years ago. And then, like I said, of course, Richard Simmons died yesterday, and Richard Simmons' birthday is July 12th, and today is Trump's birthday, July 14th. He dies in between there. Richard Simmons, Trump would have allegedly died yesterday. If the shot would have hit him the right way. And then, like I said, you got Richard Simmons. His tweet. This tweet right here is of Barbra Streisand. This is from a movie called Funny Girl from years ago. And on the cap, this is the last tweet he put up before he died. And there's also some discrepancy about the time he put it up, but he put, "Hello, gorgeous. Please don't rain on my parade." And that's Barbra Streisand right there. And then you go to Barbra Streisand's Twitter. It turns out that Barbra Streisand hates Donald Trump. She's an avid Trump op, I guess you could say. This is her last tweet. This is a pin tweet she got up there that's on there now up on the top. But her last tweet was July 12th that she put up. Republican Representative Grotham thinks our nation's problems since 1960s are due to the social economic gains of women. This misogyny is all too common in the GOP today, starting with their leader, Donald Trump. So I don't know. Is there a connection? Am I bugging? Is there something weird? Is there something just weird about that? Richard Simmons said he's going to save him. That was years ago before the first election. Richard Simmons dies day after his birthday. Trump supposed to allegedly could have died that day. Then now today is Trump's birthday. It just seems weird, man. That's why I be saying with gematria, I don't always say gematria is always automatically orchestrated. I didn't do no gematria on this, but I'm saying I don't automatically say gematria is orchestrated by the powers that be. I think some of it is divine, the divinity to it, the universe. You know what I mean? The way some of this stuff be lining up sometimes. Because some stuff is too much. You be like, such a coincidence. How's that even happen like that? It don't even seem possible, man. I know one thing. This goddamn Secret Service video. This dude. We'll play this again some more for you see
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of
hit
months
the
old.
like
And
button.
if
God
you
damn.
want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why did they sit there and let that boy take the shot before they shot him?
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart.
They clearly got him in sight already. And this is where we see it from. So who knows how long before this, but why did they allow that boy to take them shots?
That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Let me see something too real quick. Give me a second. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Wow, this boy the shooter. Here's a different shooter. They're saying I put the video up too about how this boy came out and said that he's really that wasn't him. It's a different dude. There's like some discrepancy about um the actual shooter. So there's the shooter that they're saying he got his own thing up here. Let me see if I can find it. Damn, what the hell was it called? Let's see. What was it? Let me see. But now he went and changed his let me get this up here real quick. Yeah, this dude here is a nut, whoever the hell he's supposed to be. Or is he may be, let me put this up real quick. He may be even be the real dude. Like who the hell knows? This is the other weird thing about this. But they ain't messing with this dude. I'm gonna mess around and get a flag because he got some crazy stuff on his X page. Let me get this up here real quick. This Joker here, boy. So this dude here is the dude that they're saying he made that video. I'm kind of scared to take a chance and go and to scroll through his thing because he got a lot of even like his name now is changing some crazy stuff. I don't want to put. Oh, now I put his posts are protected. Damn, that's crazy. Now, but I got a whole screen recording of the Joker's whole page on my phone. Now his tweets are protected. That's weird. That's crazy. changed his name on here. Wow. But this dude here is he came out and made a video and said that the Fulton County champion said she looked like she was blowing the smoke off, yeah, off a gun on that video. That I don't know if I said that part. She heard talking about the Barbra Streisand picture. That's what it looked like. She was blowing smoke off her hands on that picture. So I thought that was weird. But this dude right here, I put a short up of this dude. He came out and made that video saying that they got the wrong guy. He's like, that ain't. You got the wrong guy. Thomas, what's his name? Thomas Matthew Crooks. I wish this dude's stuff wasn't protected, 'cause there was some weird stuff on his Twitter besides the weird creepy stuff. He had like, it was like a lot of stuff on here that make this the whole thing look mad, just real weird. And now they end up saying, I seen on the news earlier that they went to the boy's house. The person they're saying did it, and they said it was a bomb in his car or something like that. They made the people, his neighbors, get out and stuff like that. Maybe I'll come back on and go get all those stuff I was talking about. And I do got it, like I said, a screen recording of this boy's page on. Let me make sure that, because that's a different name now. So let me just make sure that that's not a totally different profile, because I didn't type the whole thing in. Yeah, a minute. Because I knew I screen recorded this boy's page, because I was like, I know that either at some point, either he or they are going to take it down. Because before, like, here it goes right here. This is what the name of it was before. Let me see if this is still on here. It was called Jew Gazing. That was his name on Twitter before. So let me go in here now and see if his maybe they changed his name on there. Let me see. Let me see if he actually changed it or if this is like a totally different page. Let me look this up real quick. Let's see. Jew Gazing. Oh yeah, so that's definitely, yeah, so that's definitely his page. He definitely changed his own page. So that's definitely him, this one right here. But his tweets are protected now. He hid his tweets. His Tupac's real last name is Crooks. Yeah, I thought about that too earlier. Tupac's last name is Crooks. I may be reaching, but who the hell knew that crossed my mind earlier too. And Tupac's birthday is in 2 days. Damn, I didn't know that. So that's a little bit creepy too. But I definitely, Lassane Crooks is Tupac's real name. Hit the like button if you just came up in here. I can't see the likes, but I see altogether there was like 1,000 people that came through at some point. So hit the like button. I get up off of here when I do see the likes. It's probably gonna be like 3 likes, if that, or some shit. Y'all be acting funny with the goddamn like button. Oh, June, so it's June, Tupac's birthday. He is, oh, it's in June, so it's not in 2 days. But yeah, I definitely noticed that Crooks thing too. Um, with that boy's last name, and plus they got his name. Somebody came into a comment earlier in one of my videos. I'm not sure. I think it was Troy. Um, and said about how the 3 last names, because usually they'll say somebody's not 3 last names, like the middle name when there's like an actual, like Lee Harvey Oswald. You know what I'm saying? James Earl Ray, stuff like that. And somebody came in yesterday, I think it was, or I'm not sure. It might have been I Am Taurus or somebody else. They said they had a dream, because I put a video up about the Biden thing. About, I'm like, this got to be orchestrated, the way he keeps coming out here and all of a sudden he's pretending it was like his mind is being, because there's no way they're gonna let him just be out here with his mind like that if they didn't want him to be seen like that. And somebody came into that comment, I think it was I Am Taurus, a couple of days ago, and said they had a dream that Biden was at the funeral of a different president. You know what I'm saying? And make no mistake about it, man. And now what could happen next maybe is, now maybe something happens to Biden. They take him out, then they're gonna say it's retaliation on Trump. Then Kamala Harris is gonna be in there, because the reason why I said that. Oh yeah, it was you. I Am Taurus. Yeah, it was you. I thought that was you that seen that, that said that when I seen it. And now that you said that, that's weird that this happened to this boy. You know what I'm saying? To Trump after that. And like I was saying on this video, on that video, that maybe they put Kamala Harris in there, a black woman, to to do something creepy on her watch while she's president. You know what I'm saying? Then all goes wrong, they can put it on her. I'm not saying that I'm not saying, oh, the black woman, nah, cause we know Kamala Harris is a creep herself, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even saying like in that sense, but for them, they'll probably feel more comfortable putting a devastating event on a black woman's watch as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, a white man or whatever. Harley Rain says, so set up, we already knew. Yeah, just from the beginning when I seen them, the Secret Service around Trump, and he got up, he's like, oh, let me get my shoe, let me get my shoe. Something about it just seemed movie like to me. Then he put his fist up, you know what I'm saying? Fight, fight. It's just something about it just seemed, I don't know, man. And I don't like how unprofessional the Secret Service was anyway. When he got up and they showed his face, like I said, if that really was a shooting, then like, 'cause they don't know if there could have been more shooters. They let his whole front. It was around him, but we seen still his whole face in the picture. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to have had him surrounded. So that just seemed weird to me, man. I don't know. Let me go. Let me play this again for anybody who just came in. Oh, like I said, this right here, this boy's Twitter page, the one that they're saying who made that video. I do have the screen recording of his actual Twitter from a couple hours ago. So because he was posting nonstop. I mean, he was posting like every 30 seconds. He was putting something up. But I screen recorded this Joker's whole entire Twitter page, like a 20-minute video I got on my phone. Because I knew that it was going to disappear. Either he was going to do it or they was going to do it. Whatever the case was, I knew it was going to disappear. So this Joker right here, I got his stuff. I got the whole Twitter. I mess around and shouldn't even say that. They mess around and show up by my house. Look, we need your phone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we waking up into the Matrix, man. This shit is creepy. What was I about to do? I was about to play this. Let me play this again real quick before I get out. Let me play this other witness real quick too before I get up out of here. In case you didn't see this.
They
This boy says they sat here and watched this boy
We
go up
noticed the
there.
guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
and he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling.
So for 2 3 minutes, everybody's telling the police and Secret Service that there's a dude climbing up the side of the wall with a gun. 2 3 whole minutes. They said they clearly seen him and told the police they're pointing at him. There's a dude climbing up the building with a goddamn gun. 2 3 whole minutes. Then this video clearly shows
And you know,
that
that's
they got sights on him before he shoots. They allowed this Joker to shoot.
a little bit old, that short. That short's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
So as far as this being staged too, there's different ways it could be staged in different ways or whatever. But one thing I don't think it is that if this is staged or if it's orchestrated, I don't think Trump is in it. I mean, let me not that. Let me if there was actually a shot that was taken, I don't think Trump was in it. So Lord Theatrics, thousand or 000 people died. Yeah, people may have really died. Like that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? People definitely they saying died, and that don't mean that also look, I can get deep and creepy into this whole like especially in my last channel, if you knew from back then, I can get real creepy, but I ain't gonna go into all that. I don't care what they say. Anything could be staged or faked with these people, especially when we don't know for a fact who the people are that allegedly died. We don't know if they're Secret Service themselves or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Play what clip? The clip of the witness or the clip of the shooting? You just never know. Like, look at Hollywood. Hollywood do stuff that looks, and you can. don't think they can't do stuff live, especially on anything on TV with hologram. You can't believe nothing you see on TV at this point. You can't believe nothing at all. So I don't care what the situation is. Anything. Oh, this is what I was going to say about Trump though. If there was really a shot that was taken, then Trump was. I don't think Trump would have been in on it. If there really was actually a shot that was taken, you know what I'm saying? Because they could have stayed. If Trump wanted to stage this himself, and there was really a shot taken, they could have did this a lot different. He could have said, "Shoot me in the body." Like nobody's going to take a chance of. I don't care how sharp of a shooter there is. Nobody's going to bank on the fact that yeah, shoot my ear, but don't hit my head. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is. If there really was actually shots, then Trump wasn't in on this. If it was staged or orchestrated or allowed to happen, whatever the case was, you're not going to say, okay, shoot, but just make sure you hit me in the ear and not my actual head. That ain't going to happen. I don't give a goddamn who you are. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Reyes says Joe Biden and Kamala Harris 4 more years. I am Torres said exactly. Yeah, because that's not going to happen. So either there was no shot, either the shots weren't real or Trump himself was not in on this. Nobody got that much faith in nobody. I don't give a goddamn what nobody says. So you said Joe Biden and Harris 4 more years. Jesus Reyes. I don't know if that's like a like yeah Trump. I mean, her back, like you carrying that on, or I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. But for me, I don't know if you know about like what I who I am, but I don't give a damn about none of these people. I think it's all fake. But if you ask me, I don't trust none of them. When it comes down to it, who would I rather see in there? I would rather see Trump only because he's more entertaining and fun to watch, just on the entertainment level. But I don't trust none of these jokers. The only person I said before I was like could possibly be, and this is how deep they'll go, even to deter people like me. Because I said this before, I was like the reason why I was like sometimes I do feel like Trump is the real thing, but I was like the reason why he can't be like I said this years ago. I was saying this. I was like if he really was an enemy, how they act like he is, I was like they would have been took Trump out years ago. All this slander and CNN and all these Saturday Night Live. If he really was a threat, he wouldn't be there. I said this years ago. That's why I was like the main reason why I can't believe that Trump is the real thing. You know what I'm saying? So look, they come around and do something like this to try to get jokers like me, like, oh, they really try to take him out. He must be the real thing. And so that's what I'm saying. You just never know how deep this stuff goes, man. Did somebody real? Is this real? Who knows? I ain't saying it's fake. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's definitely fake, but there's no way that I'm automatically going to be convinced by anything that I see on any of this stuff. I know too much. I know too much about history to just believe anything. I don't care how convincing it looks. Word up, I am Taurus. It's a show. No matter how convincing it looks, I don't care. I'm gonna play this again though, cause somebody asked to see this, and like I said, even this right here alone for me shows
And you know,
that
that's a little bit old, that chart.
this right here is proof enough for me that somebody, whoever's calling the shot to the Secret Service, somebody said, "Let this boy shoot this gun before you shoot him." If that's really the shooter and he really shot some shots off, and all this part is true, Trump really got grazed. If this whole thing is real, one thing that is definitely part of this whole thing, if it's real, is that whoever this guy right here answers to, the Secret Service dude with this gun, whoever he answers to told him to allow this boy to get these shots off. That can't be disputed.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
They're focused in on him all that time and allowed him to shoot before they shot him.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
To me, that can't be disputed as far as I'm concerned. That can't be disputed. So he pops off like he spotted something. Yeah, his gun was already aimed at him and focused at him before the dude even started shooting. You know what I'm saying? Unless they try to come out and say that this wasn't the Secret Service maybe they might come out and be like it was a different Secret Service that shot him from a different angle or something different, and this dude here was just maybe they might say that his gun wasn't aiming at the guy already. Maybe this ain't the dude, but if this is the guy they're trying to say actually shot the shooter, I mean, they seen him there, and like I said, the witness I showed you, he clearly said that they saw the dude climbing up there for 2 3 minutes at a time. Kamala killed all the Hindu goddess of destruction. Jesus Sanchez said, "Good point." Yeah, man, because it's just how does that make sense? You can't really dispute that. That's not something that's really disputable. You know what I mean? Like
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
and the way he ducks before he shoots, the way he went down like that, he did that real quick. That proves that he saw the dude. He seen the dude. He saw the dude, or the dude shot a bullet in his direction. Something made him jump like that real quick. So it's highly unlikely that he just happened to spot that dude at that second right there before he actually shot or whatever he did. So that to me, man, if I'm Trump, I'm waking up. If I'm Trump, I'm going to so 111 in the chat, but that was 109. If I'm Trump, I'm going down to Brooklyn. He was just did a appearance with young what's his name, Chef G and all them. I'm going to hire some niggas off the block to protect me. I'm not trusting none of these Secret Service people, none of these people. And I ain't saying that any like hood dudes will be able to successfully. I'm just saying like I'm going a whole left different direction. I'm going a whole nother route. I'm going down to the hood and getting some niggas off the block. I'm going to Chicago. I'm going to Jacksonville right now. They're the ones that got all the juice as you say it right now. I'm going to Jacksonville, getting Young and Ace and all them. I'm hiring people like that. I would not trust none of these Secret Service people. None of this stuff. So you look really, let's say, white to say the N word. You look really goddamn dumb coming to my chat saying some dumbass shit. How about that? You look really white to say the N word. But yeah, man, stuff is crazy, man. I know I keep playing these same things over and over, but people come in here. So in case they didn't see, there's a little dude here real quick too.
And we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle.
Clearly seen this Joker climbing up the damn roof with a rifle. He said they clearly seen him. Lismore said you're more pal than Joe Biden. DeAndre Fontman says get a life. You up in here watching me talking about get a life, and this Joker up here, Allison Moore, whatever your name is, you're pal than Biden. I don't know where y'all. I do look pale, so I can't even argue about that because I am light as hell, and I have also said that I don't like light skinned people myself, so I can't even argue that point. But go eat a goddamn booger and listen more. You get a goddamn. So I know that's right. No telling who's all involved. You never know, man. I definitely wouldn't trust the Secret Service. That's for sure because they obviously let this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Gary Hester said, "Oh my God, Jesus is here." Or Jesus. I don't know if he's saying Jesus or Jesus. Jesus Sanchez says, "What nationality are you? What nationality do you think I am?" And Lessimore said, "Okay, I will if you get some lotion." That don't make no goddamn sense. If I'm that goddamn light, how you can't even see if I need lotion or not if I'm so goddamn bright and white. What nationality do you think I am, Jesus Sanchez? Some kind of Hispanic. No, I'm not Hispanic at all. Mr. Nixon, what up, nephew? I guess these are all the people coming in. They say the vertical chat brings it. 3,000 people have been through here, so I hope the goddamn likes or some. You know what I'm saying? The goddamn likes got to be hopefully at least 10. You know what I'm saying? God damn, hit the goddamn like button, especially you. Listen more coming in here and popping shit, running your goddamn mouth. Hit the goddamn like button at least if you want to be in here popping shit. God damn it. South Africa. That's the first I heard that South African. That's one I never been mistaken for before. South African. Nah, I ain't no South African, but of course we all got African roots, and mine go back to the Congo. But yeah, not South African. Jesus Juarez. There's a lot of Jesuses up in here that came through here. Jesus Sanchez, Jesus Juarez. There was another one earlier, Reyes, I think it was. Um, yeah, nah. So I'm not Hispanic at all. I don't got no Hispanic in me, not one bit, not even a bit of Hispanic. And I got this bright ass light, so it makes me look brighter. And like I said, just for the record, I don't like light skinned people myself either. And that sounds crazy coming from a person like me. Um, Light skinned people, I don't like light skinned people. I ain't gonna say I don't like light skinned people, but light skinned people got a lot of bullshit with them. Trust me, I know. I see some people hitting the likes about goddamn time. Goddamn, hit the goddamn like button. I gotta sit here and beg y'all to hit the fucking like button every time. I see it going off, so I don't know if these are actually likes that are actually adding up or if the same joker sitting there hitting the like button, but much appreciation. God damn. And listen more said we are all originally from Africa. I mean, technically, yeah, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Jesus Sanchez said, I like how we all diverted from the damn video to talk about race. We Americans, man. We are Americans. See how we can all just get thrown off that quick. That's just how it is. That's why we're doomed, yo. We sitting there talking about some goddamn, and all of a sudden somebody come in here and say something, then now I'm all thrown off on some other shit. He in here pot talking shit back. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. That's why that's why we're doomed as Americans, man. That's why we're not going. We're done. Ain't nothing we can do. Like you go on face like the minute after this happened, the dude Skinbone. I don't know if you're familiar with Skinbone, dude that be making skits and stuff like that. Yo, it must have been about not even 3 full minutes after this Trump thing happened. This Joker was had a skit already, standing behind a tree, acting like he was shooting Trump. Like not even 30 seconds. It was like right afterward. This is America, man. We're Americans. You know what I'm saying? And Ben said, "Hello, European descendants." Chuck said, "I like turtles." Hey, now there's some creeps coming up here. Now this is where you start getting the. I guess I see the likes going up, and I see the views go the total views. So this is what it takes to get likes and views. Bring the creeps in. You know what I'm saying? I think I skipped one or two. Quiet Storm said, "Hey, what's good, Quiet Storm?" Um. Oh, so back to somebody said what nationality I am. Jesus says, "So, bro, I saw a meme less than 10 minutes after the shooting. Yeah, I went on Facebook, yo. Yo, we Americans are ghetto, man. Facebook is ghetto. Um, it's just there's nothing that could happen where everybody would be like, damn, and everybody really take a hard look and be like, all right, this is something serious in the world. Let's relax. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. Memes will be made, and I'm one of them people that will definitely make a meme in a heartbeat. Nothing is too serious for Americans, man. We take everything as a goddamn joke. Last year when that submarine thing happened, just imagine, and we talking about Christians, people who consider themselves Christians and God fearing people, who was on the internet with memes, laughing at me. Imagine like if people that are like religious and just, if you really feel like that and you believe that God, we're watching, we're judging, like if you believe in all that stuff, ain't nobody going to heaven. Like if this is, you know what I'm saying, nobody's going to heaven. The amount of malarkey and foolery that was going on last year with the submarine, the submersible thing that went down, and then whatever the hell happened to it blew up. Yo, nobody got no mercy for nobody, man. That's why when there be certain stuff like people dying and celebrity or people, oh, rest in peace and da da da. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that. Don't nobody care about nobody. Anytime somebody try to come on the internet and act like they're making a righteous stand for somebody and standing up for you, don't care about nobody. Don't nobody care about nobody. We all just here to be entertained at this point. They have destroyed us, and people be like, "Oh, um, conditioning ain't real and stuff like that. Look at look at it. Look go on any social media platform and you'll see how much social conditioning is real. All of us, our minds are fucking warped. We don't got it's just crazy, man. To him, Ben said, "Can you see the dislike?" Nah, I can't see the dislike. What I think of that video? What video you talking about? The one I just played? The one where I clearly say, um,
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
you can clearly see the Joker just let that happen. There's no way around that. You can clearly see that he let that boy take them shots. Like there's no arguing that. It says only Bush oh wait, only Bush could miss Trump in the tower. Only Bush, what you mean only Bush? The Chuck said, "Hey, not a creep." Trump sent the best. Oh yeah, I seen the 50 Cent Trump memes. I seen that's the most I seen so far, the 50 Cent Trump. But I seen a bunch of the pictures with Trump after the shoot when he went like that. A bunch of people got album covers they made, and it's a fucking a zoo. America is a goddamn zoo, man, for real. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it's kind of a good thing to a point because everybody's so desensitized that as long as the Joker got a phone in his hand, like y- anything could be going on. Like long as you got a phone in your hand, you don't give a goddamn what's going on. Your kid can be sitting there starving, choking, and dying. You got a phone, won't notice it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like so everything is just so crazy. They call them veterans, Andy Ben. As you saying, just said people were just bitter because they were rich, kind of crazy. And Lismore said, was the Trump shooter white? Who the hell knows, man? Because the person that they're putting the name out, like I said, I had this boy's right here. I had the thing, his Twitter. This is the dude that the picture went out. He's the one that made the video. This guy right here. But now all of a sudden his posts are protected. But he's the one that put the video. I put it on. I made it short yesterday, or maybe it was today. I think it was yesterday. That he said they got the wrong guy. And when you see the picture of this dude, you can't. He don't look like it from the front right here in this picture. But his other pictures, he looks exactly like the dude who they're saying is the actual shooter. But he's saying it's not him. He made the video after the shooting. You know what I'm saying? So it can't possibly be that dude if that's the dude they're saying. You know what I'm saying? But then there's a whole different dude. What the hell was his name? Something a weird name. I should have put that on here. A whole different dude they're saying it could have been something Yurkin or Yurik. His name was some other dude. He had some gauges in his ear, like you know how people be having the earring, but it's like a gauge they call it. They call it a gauge. It's like a big wide earring, like a hole type. And this boy had those in, and he looked like the dude too. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's from Pittsburgh, the same area. So it has all the misinformation has started. Um, like Jesus Sanchez said, like zero compassion because they had hella money. Vienna Corsianica said yes, he was. Handy Ben said his usual suspects. He was young. He was young and bullied. Right. I don't know. The one dude they're showing him graduating. They said he got some kind of honors in mathematics and science, and he don't strike you as a dude that would have done this. You know what I'm saying? The person who they're saying did it. The boy, what's his name? Thomas Matthew Crooks. The picture they're showing of this, he don't look like a person that would have done this. But this other dude here with this Twitter that I was showing you, he looks like the dude. You know what I'm saying? He look alike. And he put his thing on either he put his tweets on private or Twitter did whatever. But I got a whole screen recording of this Joker's page from a couple of hours ago, like a 20-minute whole recording I got of all this stuff, all the way down to the day before this, before the incident. You know what I'm saying? Because he was on top of this stuff before his name came up, or whoever this dude is, whoever he really is. He was making a lot of tweets about this stuff right from the door. You know what I'm saying? Hamdi Ben said, "You feel bad for your European comrades." Um, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Said Hamdi, typical. Damn, chat's hella delayed. Was delayed. My chat barely ever be popping or anything anyway. You know, so I seen some likes scroll through. I can't see them on here, so I don't know how many it went up to. But so to answer the question, what am I? Yeah, I'm not Hispanic. I'm not nothing exotic. I'm just black and white. To answer your question, if you still in here, whoever was asking that question, black and white. My mom's black. My dad is half black and half white. So technically, I'm not even half white. I'm quarter white. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's that. Black and white. 3/4 black, 1/4 white. But I'm just light as hell. I'm super light to be not even. I know jokers who are half white and half black that are darker than me. I just always been light. You know what I mean? I be wanting to get a DNA test, but I don't trust it. For Anglo-Saxon, I'm not only talking about me, but I'm not Anglo-Saxon. There are hundreds of thousands like him. I call them sleeping, sleeper cells. Yeah, man. Who knows? I mean, if you want to get real creepy, we can go into some. You know what I'm saying? Like the Sirhan thing, mind control. Like you never know, man. So if we're going to go profile him, should we include the word Democrat? They're saying Democrat, but they're saying he was actually a registered Republican, though. They're saying he was a registered Republican, but also that he made a $15 donation to some Democrat thing recently, which sounds weird too. That sounds weird. You know what I mean? How is he a registered Republican, but he also made a $15 donation to some Democratic thing recently? So what are they actually even saying about this boy? Is he and he's only 20 years old, so that too is just like a 20-year-old, you that politically involved with all this stuff, and so who knows what the real story is, man. Hit the like button if you just came in here. 4,000 people been here so far, 4,400, 81 people in here now. Hit the goddamn like button. God damn. Yeah, I seen one like go up. Shout out to you, whoever hit the like button. Can you believe you gotta sit here and beg a joker to hit the like button? Like, god damn, it ain't nothing but a little bit of goddamn pressure on your device. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost you nothing. You ain't paying no goddamn money for it. Mr. Showtime said, AKA the real one. He is LGBTQ, and he was trying to get in the event. I didn't see that, but the dude right here on this that I'm showing you, that I tried to show you, but it's the tweet that's protected now. He's definitely LGBTQ. This dude here is definitely LGBTQ on this thing right here on his Twitter. Like I said, now his tweets are protected, so I'm gonna have to do a separate video because I got all this Joker stuff on my phone because I knew they was gonna either him or whoever, you know what I'm saying, was gonna make his stuff private. I knew that was gonna happen. So I screen record all that because I got the proof. They come out later saying some different story and be like, boop, I got all this shit right here on screen recording, which I got it all. You know what I'm saying? At least like 2 hours ago, but he was putting up posts like every like 30, like a minute. So he put a lot I don't got, but from 2 hours ago back, I got all them shit. I got them all. Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing. The Joker had mental problems. He was bullied. All that stuff is gonna probably be the next thing to come out. All this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Love Her said, hey, what's good, Love Her? Mr. Showtime um, said, yeah. And I seen earlier before this where he lives at. When they raided his house, they showed his neighbor. The news interviewed her, and she said she was like, they came to her house, knocked on her door, the Secret Service or whoever it was that conducted the search. She said all they said to her was that there's a bomb next door. She was like, there's a bomb threat next door. They said there's a bomb next door. We got to leave our house until 12 o'clock today, which would be today, 12 p.m. But they didn't say to her that this dude over here is allegedly the shooter. I guess they don't have to say all that, you know what I'm saying? But th- all she said they said to her was that there's a bomb next door. You got to evacuate. until at least noon tomorrow, which is weird. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they say that about everyone. Yeah, I am tourist. That's weird. I seen a lady say that. I was like, that's all they said to her. They didn't like, you know what I'm saying? And by then, it's a small town, probably, I think, outside of Pittsburgh where this happened at. You would think they all would have just heard about the incident anyway, would have known what's going on. But she said that all they said to her was that there's a bomb next door. Oh, and they said there was a bomb in his car too. They said there was a bomb in his car. So like I said, the FBI doesn't watch European American extremists. No, they watch them. They know all about all these people, but they'll let something happen sometime. Just like I was saying about the Julio Fulio thing, is a whole different topic. The Julio Fulio shooting a couple weeks ago, the boy that got killed, the rapper down in Tampa. I think the FBI was right there and allowed that to happen because I put a video up. I showed where they spliced the dude out, just like the Kanika Jenkins thing. You can see that clearly a dude come in on the top area of the video. You can see shots go off from where he's at, but you can see him come in and then he disappears. Like there definitely was some editing on that tape. So yeah, they'll allow some shit to happen. They'll let a joker. They'll sit there and watch you. You know what I'm saying? Let you do it, then come in or whatever. So no one wants to be lied to, but they were trying to get everyone to a safe distance quickly. You talking about? Are you talking about when they came to the lady's house? But I mean, shit. All they gotta do is tell you need is there's danger. We're locking this area down. You gotta go. They gave her enough specifics to tell her there's a goddamn bomb next door. So you know what I'm saying? All they got to do to come to your house to get you out your house is tell you that there's been an incident in the area. We're going on lockdown. Need you to evacuate. That's it. They don't got to give you no explanation at all if they don't want to. We just the goddamn FBI. You know what I'm saying? We want you out. Get out. But they told her there was a bomb next door. It says no one wants. Oh, see now it says is this that guy's Twitter? Yeah, this is his Twitter right here. This is the guy that came out and made the video who said that they got the wrong guy, and he acted like it was him, but saying that the guy that they arrested, this Thomas dude, was the wrong guy. And this dude, he was like, "Fuck Trump, I hate Trump," all this other stuff. But this is his Twitter, and he changed it. He changed his name too. He or them changed his name because before his name said like the at name. It still was foreskin before, but the at name. Let me blow this up so I can see it. Right now, it says my something something. You know what I'm saying? Some PNIS stuff. So some other stuff. Before that part, the app part, it was Jew gazing, Jewgazing, Jew gazing. That's what it was at first. So either he or them people changed his name on there, and now made it private. But like I said, I got the screen recording of the whole shit. So they come out here and try some funny shit. I got the whole shit screen recorded. I probably shouldn't even be saying that too goddamn loud because they show up here and take my phone. I got the whole shit screen recorded. This Joker right here is his page before they deleted it, before he put him on mute or whatever, whoever did what. Peckable says, have you seen the close up of the guy's body? There was a close up of the guy's bloody face with a hole in it circulating on Twitter. Yeah, I seen that. Um, and it looked dark around like I think it was his eye area or maybe the side area. It looked real dark and weird. Like it was maybe it could have been a shadow or something like that, but the one I seen anyway didn't look. But somebody else said that it looked like he was laying there, like whoever that picture was a person that was already there for a minute, as opposed to it being a fresh picture. And the picture did look weird to me. You know what I'm saying? So months ago, they caught two guys in Queens, New York, who caught two guys. And hit the like button if you just came in here. And since there's some other people that probably wasn't here from before, let me show this one more time real quick. The original thing where I made the video. So I looked up since Richard Simmons died and stuff happened with Trump, me being who I am, I just always look for certain shit. So I looked up, I just typed in Trump, Richard Simmons, you know what I'm saying? So then This came up. This is from years ago. This is from before Trump was running for office the first time. It says Trump vows to rescue Richard Simmons. Because around this time, this is March 15th, 2016, Richard Simmons was in the news because they thought this Joker was being held captive by his housekeeper. Because I guess he went silent. Nobody heard of from him for a period of time, whatever like that. And keep in mind too, Richard Simmons and Trump birthday is 2 days apart. Today is Trump's birthday. Richard Simmons' birthday was on Friday the 12th. Today's Trump's birthday, which is the 14th. Richard Simmons died yesterday the 13th. And like I said, this article here is Trump talking about rescuing Richard Simmons. So after that, Richard Simmons put a statement out himself and he said, "No, I'm not kidnapped. I'm good, whatever." You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was weird. So then you go on Richard Simmons' last tweet. This is his last tweet right here. This is a tweet of Barbra Streisand from the movie called Funny Girl. Funny Girl. I think it said. But his caption says, "Hello, gorgeous. Please don't rain on my parade." And that's Barbra Streisand right there. Like somebody pointed out, which I thought myself too when I first seen it. It looked like she got a gun up to it, like blowing out smoke of a gun to her face, to her mouth. "Hello, gorgeous. Please don't rain on my parade." And as we know, Trump's parade definitely got rained on. You know what I'm saying? And if you go to Barbara Streisand, her last tweet, because I didn't had no clue about this till I started looking it up. Barbara Streisand hates Trump. This is her last tweet on July 12th. This is a pin tweet that's been on there since February 23. So her actual last tweet is from Friday, July 12th. Public Representative Grotham thinks our nation problems since 1960 are due to the social economic gains of women. This misogyny is all too common in the GOP today, starting with the leader, Donald Trump, aka Trizzy. And if you look up Barbara Streisand and Trump, she hates Trump. She been going at Trump for a long time. So I thought it was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Richard Simmons, he's gonna save Richard Simmons. His last tweet is with Barbara Streisand. Rain on your parade. Go to her page. Her last tweet is hating on Trump. So is there a connection? Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something I noticed. So I figured, and like I said, both of their birthdays, and they both would have died on the same day had Trump got hit square in the dome in his temple, like they was trying to do. Look like. So that's what the video was originally about. That little thing right there, I just thought was a little bit weird. You know what I'm saying? And hit the goddamn like button if you ain't hit it by now. Seen that? It says they had live IED in the house. You talking about the boys' house? That's what they're saying. They're saying they Oh, you talking about? Are you talking about the thing in New York from two caught in New York? But yeah, they're saying that too about this dude. He got a bomb in his house, and they said there was a bomb in his car. So I didn't see nothing else about it, but I did see a headline article that said he had a device inside of his. They said, matter of fact, they said there was a couple devices around him. That's why the bomb squad was called in too. They said there was a couple shady devices around the boy. So said both Andrew Gillis, 39, and Angelo Patskillis, 51, were remanded in the custody. They were expected to be arraigned later Monday. If convicted, they could face 25 years of prison. So that's the dude in New York. It's a Trump birthday, 6/14. The thing I just seen said 7/14. That could be true. You know how the internet is now. So if that's a mistake, that could be a mistake. If that is, my bad. But I just seen something that said Trump's birthday was today, July 14th. MD Ben said just 25 years for the white man. They had ID and many guns. They also had plans. In New York, they'll be out tomorrow with those with those woke DAs. So yes, in New York, look it up. It's crazy. Two brothers. The news went silent Yeah, I didn't hear nothing about that at all. I gotta look that up. But they even had smoke. Even had smoke. Let me look this Trump thing up real quick. His birthday. 'Cause I looked up earlier, it said his birthday was today, but it could be, like I said, so much misinformation going on around here. But if it is wrong, I do want to make it official on here while I'm looking at it. If his birthday is, I said that a couple times already. Wait, this one here says June 14th. People but anything on the internet, man, I tell you. So yeah, that's my mistake. Trump's birthday is June 14th. So I said that a couple times. So that's definitely the error that I made on here. The article I said earlier, next to this Richard Simmons one that I seen. So that's my bad. I should have looked it up more and made sure I was definitely correct about it, fact checked it. So Trump's birthday is not the day. Trump's birthday was June 14th. So that's a mistake on my part right there. Joker out here spreading fake news. You know what I'm saying? My bad. It's a mistake. Said YouTube blocks the BO. What's the BO word? They even has smoke BO. Bo. What's the BO word? Well, damn, if they block it, I guess you probably shouldn't say it on there. You're probably gonna get flagged, but I don't know what the BO word is. YouTube blocks the BO word. MB unreal. So yeah, man. I don't know. Play this video one more time in case you didn't see it. It's like the third time I'm saying I'm gonna play this video one more time because other people keep coming in here. So play the witness real quick. Thanks for pointing out that Trump birthday thing too, because I definitely had that. That was wrong right there. I should have definitely looked more, checked it a couple times or something. But here's the video of the witness right here. If you didn't see this yet,
We noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle.
clearly see this boy with a rifle climbing up a roof. Clearly they see this boy got a rifle. He said clearly.
Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And
That's weird because at any of these kind of events, if somebody yells out the word gun, rifle, something like that, police will swarm on you. They will swarm on you. They will swarm on you. You know what I'm saying?
next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up
you
there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the.
So he's up there 3 or 4 minutes. This boy was on top of this roof for 3 or 4 minutes. That's a long time for this to be happening before they actually started shooting at this boy. Something about that. And also, if the first video that came out when it first happened, the gunshots, they got other videos where the gunshots sound a lot different. They're a lot more clear and louder. 'Cause at first, people were saying like, what was it, a BB gun? Like it didn't sound right. 'Cause I was thinking maybe it was a silencer or something like that. But then when you're outside, different calibers of guns, and then you got cameras, like video, so you never know how it might show up on audio of a device. So I wasn't tripping too much about it. I'm just like, I don't know, whatever. But now that the new videos I've seen, the gunshots sound different than they sounded at first. They're more defined and more, you can tell they're gunshots now. So I thought that was weird too.
Secret Service who were looking at us from the top of.
And also you hear the first shots and you hear a pause. So I guess maybe the pause, then the other shots, I guess maybe was the Secret Service shooting that dude. You know what I'm saying? Possibly.
Barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see him?
Binoculars.
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see? I mean, obviously, everyone when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Right there, like I said, after a shooting, to allow him to be exposed the front of his body like that to me is weird, man. These Secret Service either, like I said, this whole thing is they're in on it, or they're just some real amateurs because they're not supposed to allow his face, his whole body to be exposed like that after a shooting just happened. Camera looking at him directly. What if there's a gun inside of it? We all seen The Bodyguard, you know what I'm saying? The movie The Bodyguard years ago with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. The Joker had a gun inside the camera was actually a gun. You know what I mean? It looked like, because back in the day you had them big old camera looked like a goddamn car on your shoulder, big old block. You know what I mean? But the camera was actually a gun. So what if the cameraman or one of them had the gun or somebody else, whatever? So that to me, leaving him open like that seems real amateur. Like something about that seems
Oh
weird.
yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret
And they
Service
go in
blew his
front of
head
him
off.
right
Okay,
there. But look how long he was exposed. Like when he came up there,
did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay,
it's
sorry.
like three
Secret
seconds
Service
right
blew
there.
his
He's
head.
wide open. You would think they would have. Ah, come on, don't dove on him, picked him up, guy. Then he get up talking about, let me get my shoes, and I tell you what though, if this is all totally real, and Trump, you got to give it to him, yo. He went out like a G because he wasn't panicking and running, and he got up like, I need to get my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my shoes. So yeah, I got to give it to him because he definitely didn't go out. He didn't look like he was terribly alarmed. You know what I'm saying? He felt that shot hit his thing. He said, "Dupe." He said, "Oh shit," and went down as anybody would have. But he wasn't running and screaming and scurrying. He got back up, threw the fist up, fight, fight. You know what I'm saying? So Trump, yeah, he's a lucky dude, man. I tell you, this is good. His fan base. This is like anybody who's a Trump supporter, but they're gonna eat this up. Boy, this is like gold for Trump. Boy, he always step in some shit with his. He's like always like he's a lucky dude, man. And now they're gonna be saying he's ordained by the Lord and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there's like a memo, something about when a person gets attempted on their life and then they live, is they're ordained by God to be the one. All this stuff I seen already just posted about this. So, um, if they really was trying to take him out, if this was like orchestrated by whoever else, then they're gonna have to actually really take him out now. You know what I'm saying? Because they not gonna they couldn't stop him anyway already. To tell you the truth. So why I think on the some people said why I think on the main video the audio was peaking, and that's why it was quiet. That could be. That's what I was saying when it comes to like gunshots or certain noises on videos and cameras. It might just sound distorted depending on where like it's coming from or the quality of even the device that's picking it up. So if they play it from two different devices, that might make it sound different because like I said, different devices pick up different. But when I was if voting is real, if it goes by that, Trump wins anyway. So who the hell is really voting for Biden for real? For real. Years ago, during the first one, I was working at Amazon delivering packages. You know what I'm saying? Driving around. I was one of those jokers you see out there with the blue vest on, show up to your house with a package. You know what I'm saying? That was me. And actually, Amazon, I liked Amazon too. That was one job that I liked because when I worked at Amazon, I stayed in shape. I was mad good at the job. Everybody used to hate on me because I was getting stuff done quick. Then they end up plotting against me, which sounds weird, but I worked at two different Amazon companies and was the fastest deliverer at both of the companies. And just like happened in the first one, the second one, they started giving me weird routes and my what do they call it? The itinerary thing goes in, like they started messing with it. So because people just be hating on you, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I was working at Amazon when this was happening, and I was working around Hamburg, Pennsylvania around this time. And Hamburg is I'm from Eastern Pennsylvania, which is the borderline of Jersey, but so Hamburg is like at least about an hour west. So it's not exactly central Pennsylvania, but it's central enough to where like it's the hillbillyville. You know what I'm saying? Like it's central enough to where you don't want to be out there if you ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's some I ain't gonna say KKK stuff, but it's definitely some that type of vibe out there. It's like the area you gotta watch your and one time I was out there, I swear I was in because part of Hamburg, they got like it's like a little town in Hamburg, like a little small tiny town of a couple thousand people, but then they got the outskirts. It was the main area I used to deliver at. I swear I went to this house one time. There was an actual I can't say for sure, but I think they had an actual slave out there. Yo, I was delivered to this house one time. Drove by this house. I drove by it because it was like in the woods in the mountains. I drove by it, happened to looked up, happened to notice, and there was a dude in the driveway. This old black dude that looked like exactly like a boy from the Get Out movie, dressed just like how you see slaves. It was a dude dressed exactly like them. His whole demeanor was totally weird and creepy. So I passed him. I seen him. I seen the way he looked at me when I passed. I went to the other deliveries and happened to come back to that house and deliver a package there. By the time I got there, he wasn't out there. They must have moved him in. But Joe, I was like, dude, they got a slave out. That's how Hamburg is. He look like an actual real slave. Like I never forget that to this day. Like it was creepy, yo. But anyway, like I was saying, from going out there, and I was working in Jersey, um, Western New Jersey, places like that, and kind of around where I'm at. Long story short, what I was trying to say was that I didn't see nobody with no goddamn Biden signs nowhere. I'm talking about the first election. I might have seen two Biden signs out of everywhere I was at. Here, Hamburg, um, I mean, of course, here in Allentown, Easton, there's Democrats out here. So, of course, people in this type of area, you're going to see some people with supporting Democrats regardless of who they are. But anybody outside of this area, and there wasn't even a big thing like that around here, but they was all Trump supporters. Everywhere I went, it was Trump sign. Everything everywhere was all Trump. So I don't understand how Biden won that election because it just didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make no sense. Everywhere I went was all Trump, Trump signs, Trump support. Everywhere I was going, doing Amazon, all Trump. So that was weird to me. And I called the map when they first put the map up during the election. I was like, they're going to say this part, this part, and this part is red and this part is blue. I called the map perfectly just by doing Amazon. My microphone went out for a minute. But yeah, so that there's no way that if this is real, Biden beats Trump. This is not possible. You know what I'm saying? So Black Queen said, I believe that this was an engineered event. Notice how the crowd behind never ran for. That's what my mom was saying too at first too. Nobody ran for cover. But and I also let me finish. She said now he raised his fist and bit his lip. Remember the movie Shooter and Manchurian Candidate. I remember the movies. I don't think I seen the Manchurian Candidate years and years ago. I forgot how like everything about it. And I never seen the movie Shooter. I don't think, but I heard of it. But my mom said that when I first talked to her after this happened. She was like, "How come nobody behind this boy like ran for cover or was ducking or?" And then a witness. I put a video yesterday of the witness that came on the lady witness. She said that, and when she said this, I was like, thought it was weird. Like it was kind of like they was covering that part up because she came out and she was like, "Oh, none of us was ducking and hiding. We were worried about was protecting the president. None of us were worried about our own safety. That's why none of us were jumping for cover or running and hiding and ducking." That sounded a little weird to me. That didn't really sound that sounded weird. Because when my mom said that, obviously, then I thought about it. Then, of course, a lot of people thought the same thing. Like Black Queen just sat here and said, so was that like maybe their answer to put out for people that was thinking that that was shady to put this witness out here to say this? Oh yeah, none of us were ducking for cover because we were worried about the. I don't give a damn who you worried about. Bullets start flying, people are going to be ducking, running, and fucking diving out the way. That's just, you know what I mean? Like, so that definitely seemed weird to me too. So then that's tough. Trump, womp womp. So yeah, I'm about to get out of here. I've been on here way longer than I expected. And hit the like button if you haven't by now. Hit the goddamn like button. I can't see the likes. Ever since I put this vertical feed platform thing on, it don't show me the likes on here. I can go out and go into the actual. Let me go over here real quick and take a look, see if y'all on here doing your goddamn job or not. Hitting this goddamn like button. Let's see. I can't even see it on here. I got the likes disabled or something. The like button. Oh, there it goes. 38 likes. That's like a couple of likes. You know what I'm saying? More than what I usually get. More than what I usually get. You jokers in here just looking and don't hit the like button for goddamn nothing. Like it's a. Let me see. Like it's a personal goddamn thing. I'm gonna go watch this Joker and I ain't gonna hit the like button just to try to get on his nerves. Is what people be saying. It be seeming like somebody put a bro, not you again. Amy Donnelly saying womp womp. Are you talking about Hilario Sanchez? Yeah, I don't even know what that's all about. Um, that womp womp stuff. But yeah, man. I guess we'll have to see what the next developments are when they come out. But make no mistake about it. Like I said, this Joker right here. Let me see. This Joker here, right there with the Twitter. I got his whole Twitter screen recorded before they muted it right here. Before they now it's on protected. I got the whole thing already. I got the whole thing because there's something weird with this dude. I don't know if he's just a pretender or a clout chaser or whatever, but he looks this picture here don't but his other pictures looks exactly like that boy who they're saying did the shooting. And he made a video himself saying that they got the wrong guy, making fun of it. He said he hates Trump. So I don't know if they were going to use him or maybe the media moved too quick with the wrong information or maybe they just made a mistake. You remember how 9/11 they were showing overseas they were showing a live picture of the skyline of the Twin Towers and they said the building 7 fell and clearly on the picture in the background you could see building 7 was still there. So obviously that means they had a script that they overjumped. They like moved too quick for the script. You know what I'm saying? So that could possibly be what this is too. Whatever it is, something's up with this boy right here. Something is up with this boy. He got something to. He could be clout chasing, but before the thing, even when it first happened, before they put his picture out, with his argument, this is what his argument is. His argument is he's saying that he has a lawsuit now. This was on his Twitter before they made it private. But his official side of the story is that they used his pictures by accident. He's saying that those accident pictures we seen are actually him. He's saying the pictures are actually him, but they have the wrong pictures. So that's what this dude right here was saying that you see on the thing right here. That's his official argument. The pictures were actually him, but they're the wrong person. So even that in itself is suspicious. And you can't dispute that the pictures they showed and the pictures that he has of himself are definitely the same person. But he's saying it was a mistake. He's saying that news must have got a hold of his pictures by accident or whatever they did by mistake, and they ran with it. So now he's saying he got a lawsuit against the media for using his picture. I'm saying I think there's more to it than that. You know what I mean? Quiet Storm says you a real one for that because they love taking down videos that show what they don't want yeah, what they want people to see. And I knew it. I was like, let me screen record this thing. It's like a 20-minute screen record. So let me screen record this because this is going to disappear at some point. So that's what I did. Screen recorded it. Got 20 something minutes of that shit. And anybody that just came in on the thumbnail picture and on this video a couple times, I said Trump's birthday was today, which was my mistake. His birthday really was last month, June 14th, because I was just trying to I dove too deep on the Richard Simmons connection because Richard Simmons' birthday was the 12th, 2 days ago on Friday. Then of course he died yesterday, and then the Trump thing yesterday. I was like, oh, the Trump. But then the Trump birthday is the 14th. Today's Trump. I'm over here looking goofy as hell. That was a mistake, but because when I first seen Richard Simmons, I was like, I looked it up and I did see a thing that said Trump's birthday the next day too. So somebody must have put some misinformation on there. And my dumb ass just went to, you know what I'm saying, got too overly excited thinking I'm connecting dots and shit like, oh, let me throw this on here. The Trump birthday too. This is gonna be real juicy. Da 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 da. It turned out it's the wrong goddamn birthday. Trump's birthday was last month, a whole month ago. I'm over here advertising Trump's birthday is today. But either way, the birthday or not, that's still weird with the Richard Simmons thing. He said he gonna save Richard Simmons. That was before his first thing. And Richard Simmons' last post was the Barbra Streisand thing. Her last post is she's hating on Trump, and she's been hating Trump for a while. So I don't know. Let me just see something real. Let me just see if a update came out since we've been on here real quick. That I can add into this before I go out because I've been on here with like 2 goddamn hours. I think it's probably the longest live I probably fucking ever did. Let me see how long I've been on here. I can't even see the length of time. I've been on here a long goddamn time. I know that. Let me see if any updates come out. 15 minutes ago, TMZ said Biden cautions people not to jump to conclusions about Trump shooter. We didn't jump to all kind. It's too late for that. We didn't jump to all type of conclusions. The media, best case scenario is the media made mistakes that don't add up. So we already didn't jump to all kind of conclusions already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't really seeing nothing else. Let me go real quick. This. Tell you the truth, I'm actually surprised by how quick they put out any information, the boy's identity and stuff like that. Real or fake, staged or not, whatever the case may be, they did kind of put some information out quicker than usual. And they're saying one of the people that got killed, what was his name? I think he was a Hispanic, a Latino man. Um, or they're saying the shooter used a semi-automatic rifle. Let me see what the kind of gun they're saying he used. I just don't expand. Oh, this that don't expand that article. Uh, Trump headed to Republican convention after surviving assassination attempt. Now you going to the convention? Jokers is probably like, "Don't come over here, Trizzy. Keep your ass away. You hot right now." They probably don't want. They probably like Trump. Stay away. When is the Republican convention? Oh, it's today. I said, oh, he had an AR-15 style rifle. Oh, so today is the Republican convention? Oh no, Monday. Kicks off on in Milwaukee, Wisconsin tomorrow on Monday. Trump gonna be having everybody uncomfortable up in there. They probably gonna Trump go up in there. They gonna be like, this Joker, man. Like, you a target. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to murk you. But two and says Trump forever. Teresa Call says me too. Yeah, man. One more time before I get up out here. Play these videos real quick. Here's the witness.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy.
We noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely.
Clearly see him
We're
with a
pointing
rifle.
at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up
you
there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling
Yep.
the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police.
Telling
We were pointing
police
at them
this
for the
Joker
Secret
is
Service,
up
who were
here.
looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
Binoculars.
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just
They
be
blew
careful
his
because
dome
we
off,
don't know
boy.
quite who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns
Back up.
pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
My dog trying to get into the camera. Play the other video real quick. Go to Secret Service video if you haven't seen it.
And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. And that.
Clearly see that he waited for this boy to shoot before they shot at him. Clearly.
It's a little bit old, that chart.
All that time of Trump talking,
That chart's a couple.
about 5 seconds. That's them
And
watching this
that's a
boy
little bit
play.
old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
And the witness yesterday that I made a video, she said that somebody got killed on the tower. She said the water tower though. So I don't know if this
And
is a water
that's a
tower.
little bit old, that chart.
So that's definitely not a water tower. But she said the Joker got killed back on a water tower. So I don't know who that person is or whatever, but that's what she said yesterday.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. And that's a little bit.
I don't know. The Black Queen said also look at his reaction, biting his lip and raising his fist like he's in a movie or a TV show. People are so easily manipulated. People have eyes but don't see and ears but can't hear. And that's the goddamn truth. That's the truth. And some of the pictures, I don't know if y'all seen some of the pictures that they actually got real clear pictures of Trump on the ground, like before he gets up from the side. Clear pictures, like great, straight, top of the grade photos. Like I thought that was weird. And of course, some of the photos from like the whole part, like even from the front and everything. But there's a couple of him on the ground, some clear photos from the side, yo. Clear photos. Kurt Smith said, how much is Trump paying you? You feel like I'm over here caping for Trump? That's what you feel like I'm doing? Let Trump give me a couple of dollars. I will be up here caping for Trump. Luna, down. Dog getting reckless now and stuff. But yeah, man. It's crazy. Be interesting to see what's going to happen at this convention. I think they said the convention is in Milwaukee, so if it's like downtown or something like that, that's creepy. You know what I'm saying? How could you really secure a spot like that? That's my dog telling me I've been on here too long. She about to start acting up. Probably gotta go out. But yeah, man, hit that like button before you get up out of here if you ain't hit it already. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lucky YouTube ain't got no thing that shows you who hit the like button and who didn't hit the like button, man. Y'all lucky, y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all lucky. I see a joke up here watch me without hitting the like button, man. This is what I do. Show up. You know what I'm saying? Show up in your goddamn bathroom like Candy, man. That my little mini chainsaw right there. That's the mini chainsaw. Show up and chop your ass up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to hit you with it. Show up and chop your ass up. Sitting there, you can't hit the goddamn like button. You know what I mean? But that's about it, man. I'm gonna look up some more stuff. I'm gonna probably go into my phone and show the boys Twitter. 'Cause like I said, I got the boys' whole Twitter. Got the whole Twitter, boy. The whole Twitter. They come out here trying to say something sneaky. I got the whole Twitter on screen record. This boy right here. I got the whole thing. They already went and changed his name already on there, or he did. I got the whole thing. That's about it. Shout out to everybody that came through. 7,900 views. I might as well try to wait till a couple more so I can get an even 8,000 altogether. You know what I'm saying? And people coming and going constantly. Let me check the likes real quick. See what the likes is at. There's 42 likes. Oh, this must not be updated because it says 48 concurrent viewers. At one point, there was like 100 and something people in here at one time. So that's not accurate. But now it says views 8,000. All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. But that's about it, man. Everybody, stay out of the way of these jokers. Do what you got to do to maintain. Like I said, my bad with the Trump birthday thing. I got that wrong. I was a little bit too excited trying to connect some dots that weren't there to be connected. You know what I'm saying? Jumping up and down. Oh, I got his birthday and Richard Simmons' birthday. His birthday was a whole month ago. I'm over here looking goofy as hell with that. So yeah, his birthday was not because it's on the thumbnail picture too. So Trump's birthday was not the day. It was June 14th. Whole goddamn month ago. That's about it.